nice shot.
Now, this guy can score. I mean, he was a big-time scorer at Creighton. Remember, now, he played the NBA Finals with Philly. So he's had experience in big games. They trust him. Sidney Lowe coached him at Memphis when he was there as the head coach. He said there was many games he led their team in scoring, so he can put points on the board.
Garnett's got a game-high 18. Trent a screen for Hoiberg's 3. In this series, in the fourth quarter, the Kings have shot 10% better than Minnesota. 43-33 in the fourth.
Stojakovic got a nice rest. Now Christie's getting a little bit of a rest. So Rodney Buford is buying nice minutes here for this team. Remember, normally that would be Anthony Peeler. He's buying minutes so Christie can get some rest. Stojakovic maybe buy Bibby a couple minutes, but Weber now is getting a little bit of a rest. You'll see him to finish the game. So Rick Allen managing his timeouts and substitutions.
Tie on that two-point shot by Buford. The Kings have basically come back with some outstanding three-point shooting, 6 of 13. 12 more points than Minnesota in that category. Garnett. And Divac with the rebound. Kings now only -4 in rebounding tonight. It was a double-digit deficit in the first half. Miller.
Mike Bibby looking to get in the lane every time he can to kick that ball out to one of his big men to shoot the basketball, just like this.
And Miller for the tie. Did not hit the rim. Shot clock buzzer expired.
Now see, Kevin Garnett has got to be tired right now. Can Flip Saunders rest him at all? Can he give him a minute somewhere along the lines? They're going to need every ounce of his energy to finish this game. That's why with Sacramento closing this lead down, it makes it very difficult to take Garnett out of the game. He's now playing point guard with Cassell sitting, and Zerbiak and Sprewell and Hoiberg on the floor. So he now is their point guard.
Now Garnett and Stojakovic have both played the most minutes in this game, 36 apiece and ticking. Garnett.
So they just build a wall. What a great footwork.
Miller goes down, and Trent was right there, and a foul called on Minnesota's Gary Trent for the third time.
Watch him step through this double team. The up and under has a point-blank shot and just can't quite finish. Every one of those shots now so precious.
Sacramento, Doug has started this quarter 1 of 5 with a turnover.
And they're still only down 2, so Minnesota's not taking advantage of it.
Bibby for the lead. Rebound by Johnson off to Garnett. Here come the Timberwolves, 0 of 4 to start the fourth quarter.
How about Kevin Garnett? They're asking him to do it all. Now he's leading their team.
With the point guard, Cassell, resting on the bench. Nice feed, Serbia to Garnett.
This guy's got energy. He's going to need it all to close this.
That breaks another long drought of scoring for Minnesota, almost 4 minutes. Now they're beginning to pull with some momentum, up by 4 points. With 8:43 to play in regulation.
It's sort of interesting. Bibby and Stojakovic 5 for 21, and they're only down 4. Can either one of those guys catch fire here in the last 9 minutes?
The Kings have only led for 64 seconds tonight.
Mike Bibby getting a rest now to try to finish this game.
Christie will man the point, and Stojakovic, who is having a devil of a time getting open, 2 of 11.
Every shot is contested. You heard Steve Kerr in the half-court game. Sacramento struggling to score. Stojakovic has 2 field goals, both of them 3-point shots.
Knocked away by Stojakovic on the steal against Christie. Garnett going back with Sprewell on defense, and Weber.
There's the turnovers.
That's the first Sacramento field goal in 3 minutes. It breaks a drought of 3:05.
Well, Minnesota, when they get those turnovers, we talked about it. When they've lost the battle of the turnovers, they've lost the games in this series.
13 for the Wolves and 12 for the Kings. Turnovers tonight. And Kevin Garnett.
Why not?
That's a Sacramento turnover. 13 for the game.
Well, you can tell tired legs there. Got bumped a little bit and fell. That's a sign of fatigue. That's why that shot's not going in, contesting every shot. And his legs right now are recovering.
Garnett again.
When he plays well, look what it does to the rest of his team. It's like a shot of adrenaline. He goes up strong, back-to-back baskets, the jump hook, the great extension. Kevin McHale would be proud of that one. That's a Kevin McHale jump hook, and that's the guy who taught him. And Rick Adelman not happy. But that lead has climbed to 6. Kevin McHale, that's your old TV partner. He's got a 6-point lead, and he's saying, clock, can you just keep moving?
Garnett in fourth quarter free throw shooting has been terrific in this series.
The importance of getting there, getting into penalties, so anytime you go to the basket, you shoot free throws, and you jinxed him.
He's 14 of now 17 in this series for the game. 6 of 9, but a game-high 24 for Garnett. Under 7 to play. Stojakovic, who sneaks in the paint with an easy basket.
That's the one thing that when you play Peja, if you can take away his layups, he'll struggle to score. And that's his first basket inside the three-point line of the game.
Then 2 lead changes and a tie. Timberwolves have led by 13. The Kings have led by as many as 2. Weber wants a timeout, and he gets a timeout. After the steal. Smart move by a guy who's played in a lot of Game 7s.
Well, every possession is vital. You know, when you're feeding the post, Kevin, you got to get a good angle to do that. Fred Hoiberg tried to pass the ball in an angle where Weber could sneak around and knock that ball loose. Moving without the basketball, one of the best in the leagues. He gets a little bump, and Garnett just cannot quite get there soon enough. And there again, you see improving the passing lane. Weber reads it, he sneaks around, gets down on the floor, calls a 20-second timeout, and once again, when Minnesota turns the ball over, it allows Sacramento to stay close. Now down only 4 with a chance to cut it to 2 or possibly 1.
Well, we told you the ghosts of these deciding games, these Game 7 certainly haunting the Sacramento Kings.
Well, in the first round against Utah, Vlade missed a jump hook that would have won. They lost in overtime. Lost a Game 5 to the Lakers. Now, those were when you had the best of 5. In the Game 7, we talked about the Lakers, and last year when Weber got hurt, the Game 7 when Van Exel had a tremendous game. And there's Jeff Petrie, the architect of this team. He can only hope that the team can find a way to ease that heartache that they felt in all those losses.
Maybe is double. Weber. Shot clock is down to 5. Knocked away. That's a block shot. Johnson and Garnett were there. And Hoiberg to Sprewell. And we're halfway through the fourth quarter in Game 7.
Again, Cassell on the bench right now, resting. Getting ready to come in at the scores table for Garnett leading the attack.
Serbiak with another offensive rebound, his 4th offensive rebound tonight. Garnett.
Great pass and a wonderful finish.
Weber with a nice pass into Miller, and he got it to go.
Look what I found.
Miller has 9 points. No true point guard on the floor for the Timberwolves. Christie and Bibby comprise those 2 positions for Sacramento.
Well, he just crossed over and left Chris Webber standing in his wake. Nobody on the weak side to help. Kevin Garnett has taken over this game.
As an MVP should do.
Exactly right.
Good pass. Mike Bibby inside to Miller. Bibby has got a game-high 7 assists.
You look at Kevin Garnett, though. He is so tired right now. They're only up 4, still 4.5 minutes. Does he have enough gas in the tank to finish off this game? I mean, Flip Saunders is going to have to use his timeouts wisely and strategically rest his star. Kevin Garnett has played 41 minutes, the little finger roll. And then the crossover. This is a guy now who's 6 feet 13, he says. He's not 7'1". Crosses over, finishes at the basket. He has the last 10 Minnesota points, and they lead by 4. A lot of time left in this game. Mike Bibby, 6 of 23. Sacramento still only down 4, and the only way they're in the game right now is they're plus 12 from behind that three-point line. Otherwise, they'd be down by double digits.
Sacramento has a litany of deciding games over the recent years. This is Minnesota's second since 1998. So Sacramento is going to have to tap into some of that reserve, some of that past. Garnett on a rebound by Mike Bibby, who takes it away from Sam Cassell.
Yeah, that wasn't a good possession coming out of the timeout. A forced shot at the end of the shot clock.
Brad Miller with a Irvin Johnson rebound.
And a great play by Irvin Johnson to come over and chase him off that layup.
Cassell and Garnett. Well, Miller is right there. What is interesting now is we've seen a couple of second-half pushes and shoves. Remember, we have had 3 ejections over the last 2 games involving Miller, Derek Martin, and tonight the absence of Anthony Peeler being felt by the Kings.
Well, cooler heads must prevail tonight. Serbiak coming into the game for Fred Hoiberg to give him again another shooter on the floor.
Miller picked up his 3rd foul.
But again, somebody else other than Kevin Garnett has got to be able to score here. Sam Cassell is caught once again winding down. He's going to get himself in trouble over dribbling.
Shot clock is down to 5. And Miller's got Garnett way outside. Oh, what a shot by Kevin Garnett!
Happy birthday.
Sal picks up a foul on Miller after Weber couldn't get it, and hobbling is Chris Weber. How about this with just a couple seconds left on the shot clock?
Well, Sam Cassell dribbled out the whole clock, a line drive. That's one of those trolley wire threes. That's that flat shot he had when he first came into the league. But isn't that the last 13 points in a row now by Kevin Garnett? He has 31 in the game, the last 13.
Kevin Garnett has only hit 2 3-point shots in the entire playoff, but both have come against the Kings in this series.
Free throw shooting, once again, we talked about Sacramento. Shot over 80% in the regular season. Miller steps up and misses 2.
And the Kings are 6 of 15, and Miller is 1 of 4. Cassell. Foul.